What's up guys, my name is Rhino Gaming and we're back for another Fortnite video. So, as you know, last night we got an update. We got the volume 12.40 update, which brought us with not much new stuff in the game, to be honest with you, which by now is not really a surprise. But what we did get is we got some skins, and we got some pretty cool leak skins. So I was going to do a ranking video of the leaks last season, but to be honest, I didn't really like much of the skins that we got last update, sorry. These skins, however, are really good. We got some really good leaked items here. I mean, it may not be the highest quantity of leaked items, but for me, quality over quantity, and we've got some good quality skins. So what we're going to do is, in case you guys are new to this, we're going to rank all 8 of these new leaked skins, along with the back blings, then the pickaxes, then the gliders, if we have any, which we do, and we're going to talk a little bit about the wraps as well. So, let's get started. So, with the skins, starting at the number 8 spot for the worst skin out of these leaks, we have Synth. And I gotta give it to him. I do like the color scheme of the skin. It is pretty unique. I like the details on his jacket, but I just don't see much else that's going on with this guy. Is he supposed to be reactive? It doesn't say so. He looks like he could be reactive. He has 2 edit styles, with the second edit style just being the glasses, and that's it. So I just think it's overpriced. And it seems like it's just going to fail. I think this is a skin that's going to fail, and I'm preparing for it because, again, he features those long jackets, which I do like the design of his jacket, and like I said, I do like the color scheme, but other than that, it's just, there's not really much going on for this skin that appeals to me. It does look unique, but it's just really not my style. He kind of gives me vibes of a futuristic architect or construction worker, but I'm probably very wrong. I know I am. I have no idea what this guy is. It's not very interesting to me, even though it is unique. Alright, moving on to the number 7 spot, we have the Wolf. And this skin kind of reminds me of a mixture of the Noir skin, the male permafrost skins, and the stingray skin. But with a furry jacket. So I will say, I do like the fur on his jacket, I like his glasses, I like the suit, I like that yellow strip around his hood, but again, with that jacket, it just covers up a lot of the detail, and at the same time, other than the fur, there's nothing really that unique about this skin, and nothing that appealing, and I just think the female version is a whole lot better. Alright, moving on to the number 6 spot, we have the Neo Ninja. So, for some reason, this skin did not get put in these leaks. I think this skin was encrypted, even though the back bling and the pickaxe, which we will talk about later, are in the files. And I would say, this skin, it looks pretty nice. I think it's going to come with some edit styles, since the back bling and the pickaxes do. And I do think there's quite a bit going on for it. I feel like it feels like an upgraded version of Marshmallow and Freestyle. And I'm not a huge fan of those skins. And again, I do like all the colors on this skin. I like that, but I think there's just a bit too much going on for it, and it's just not really my style. But I can appreciate that it is quite cool. Alright, moving on to the number 5 spot, we have Cable. And this is a series of one of the 3 X-Force skins that we're getting. So alongside the Deadpool skin, which we already got, along with that new edit style to remove the mask, and the Ravenpool and Cuddlepool skins, we're getting even more Marvel skins, and this is just one of them, and it is sick. I mean, I would say Cable's my least favorite one, but I still really like him. I love that metallic arm, I love that massive shoulder pad with the shotgun shells, and since it's on his left shoulder, it won't get in the way of an ADSing. I think he looks really cool, and the blue and yellow color scheme sort of gives me some vibes of the Scion and Axiom skins, which are skins that have slowly grown on me in the past, over time, because I didn't like them in the past, and as well as that, the color scheme reminds me of the Vault Boy from Fallout. So yeah, I really like this skin, and the fact that we're getting a pack with 3 X-Force skins alongside a new style for Deadpool, that we're getting even more Deadpool stuff, is awesome in my opinion. Moving on to the number 4 spot, we have the Guff skin, and this skin is basically a mixture between the Ollie Glider and the Bush Ranger skin. It's Ollie, but as a skin, instead of a glider, and he looks adorable. I love it. I love the color scheme. I love the design. Even though he's probably going to be a bit bulky, still he's just so cute and could become a new favorite meme skin. All of these top 4 skins are great. Because moving on to number 3 spot, we have Domino. the second X4 skin, and I think this skin, probably the best thing about this skin is the mask and the color scheme. I love the white, the black, and the light blue / teal. I think it looks so clean, and this skin overall is so clean and so cool. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the Psylocke, and this is the third X4 skin and my favorite. Again, I just love that color scheme. She's so clean. I love that robe that's hanging off of her. I'm not a huge fan of X-Men. I do love the Avengers. I do love Deadpool, but I'm not a big follower of the X-Men series. But still, these skins are really cool, really dope. And this skin's no exception. But moving on to the number 1 spot for my favorite skin out of these leaks, we have the Siren. And I know what you're going to say. This skin's too simple. It's too bland. It's not better than the X4 series skins. Or X4 skins, sorry. Yeah, I can understand that. And I will say that I'm starting to get tired of when it comes to the simple, plain, generic skins. Riley is a skin that I hate just because of how ripped off she is, how lazy she is. But at the same time, she is kind of clean. This skin, however, is a simple skin, but a great simple skin. It's a skin we have never seen before. It's like no other skin. It's so unique, it's so creative, so clean. I love the color scheme. I love the design. There's not one thing that I dislike about this skin. It's not generic, but at the same time, it's so simple and so clean, and I love it, and I cannot wait for it. Now, if you thought that wasn't good enough, we got some more items to talk about. We got the back blings and the pickaxes. So, starting with the back blings, we have quite a few cool back blings here. I'd say all of these back blings are great, but there can only be one at the bottom, and that bottom one at the number 8 spot is the pelt pack. And if you look at this closely and squint your eyes, this kind of looks like the face of a lion or a wolf, because those metal straps kind of resemble the eyes, the yellow part, the nose. And I do like the fur again, and I do think it's alright, but just not one that I'm going to use. Sorry. Moving on to the number 7 spot, we have the Cable Cloak. And this cape goes for Cable. Like Kylo's cape and Batman's cape, it goes over their shoulders when you're wearing it with them, and like Kylo's cape, it has a style where you can wear it with the hood up or the hood down, which is cool and means that you can wear it on other skins without looking too bulky. But still, compared to these other backlinks, it's nothing that crazy. It's just the cape, though I do like the color scheme of it, and I do think it's really cool how we're getting this pack, this bundle, and these skins. Moving on to the number 6 spot, we have the back scratcher. And I know this backbling, it's got some nice detail, it's got some nice colors. I like the disc that's hanging off of it and the edit styles, but at the same time, is it one that I will wear? Probably not. It's just a little bit too much for me when it comes to a backbling, but still I can appreciate its creativity. Moving on to the number 5 spot, we have the Shurayuki. And for some, this might be the number 1. And while this is a really cool backbling, it's another sword. It's very long, very sharp, but again, it doesn't have my favorite color scheme, and again, it's just another sword, like the Wolfpack, the Tana, or even the Deadpool's katanas. It's not as good as those back blings, but still, it is a pretty cool sword. It's just nothing that special. Moving on to the number 4 spot, we have the Stellar Jaunt, and I don't know what this back bling is, but I think it looks so clean. I love that sword that's on the side of it. Even though we already have a sword back bling in this sword, I love the way it looks. The blue and green gradient looks so cool. Those little droids or whatever is inside it look really cool too. And overall, this actually comes with the synth skin or whatever it was, the one I ranked at the bottom. So I'm not a huge fan of the skin, but the back bling is really cool. And it's reactive as well. I don't know how it reacts, but I'm going to have to see it in game. Overall, really unique, really cool back bling. Moving on to the number 3 spot, we have the Domino Pack. And again, I just love the color scheme of this back bling. And I love how it's got guns on both sides, not just one. And the bullets on the casings as well. I think that looks really cool. Makes this look like a very aggressive back bling. Alright, moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the Last Kiss. And this back bling, this is one of the cleanest back blings I've ever seen. The red lips on it might be a little bit much for me, the red lipstick. But still, it does make sense. It's called the Last Kiss. It's a mixture between some kind of briefcase with some gold on it, gold blade. It's so clean. It's a back bling that I think will become very popular among the community. And it goes with the Siren skin. So Siren is a great skin, comes with a great back bling. I cannot wait. But moving on to the number 1 spot, for my number 1 favorite back bling, we have the Fluffle Bag. And this is the back bling that should come with Sky. I do like the adventure pack for Sky. I love the Adventure Time vibes it has, the theme of it, the color scheme, the sword. But this one, because her swords is a dual-wielded pickaxe, and there's only one sword in the adventure pack, it kind of doesn't make sense. Whereas this one, it's got the 2 swords in it, which does make sense. Looks really cool. I love the detail in it. I love the gems that's in the bag. It's just such a beautiful back bling. I cannot wait to get my hands on it. Alright, now moving on to the pickaxes, and we have, again, 8 of these pickaxes. All 8 of these skins come with their own back bling and their own pickaxe. So, and I think most of these pickaxes are really cool. So starting off at the number 8 spot for easily the worst one, we have the reflex blades, and these pickaxes are so boring, so generic. They're just another pair of dualies. They're not even worth talking about. There's nothing special about them whatsoever. Moving on to number 7 spot, we have the probability dagger, or daggers, and again, just another, other than the holes that's in it and the color scheme, very simple dualies. I'm not crazy about them whatsoever. When it comes to dual-wielded pickaxes, if they're unique, or if they look very cool, have something really cool going on for them, then yeah, I'll like them. If they're just simply dualies that just have nothing going on with them, or just blades like this one with maybe one aspect like the holes, it just feels lazy and I'm kind of getting tired of them. Moving on to the number 6 spot, we have the harmonic flux. And again, these dualies are kind of unique. They kind of resemble hockey sticks, but smaller in a different color scheme. I do like the color scheme. I love the blue blades that's at the end of it. And they sound pretty good too, but again, not crazy about them. Moving on to the number 5 spot, we have the exo axes. More dualies, but these ones are actually pretty decent. Even though they are basically blades chucked on the sticks, I don't think we've ever had other dualies that are like this. We've had a lot of knife dualies like the probability dagger and the reflex blades, but these ones are actually pretty cool because they actually look like knives that you would see an assassin using attached to sticks. We've never had knives attached to sticks as dualies, and I love the gold that's wrapped around it, and they sound very sharp. But they're one of these dualies that if we were to get a second one that's like this with knives attached to sticks, I wouldn't really care for them. But because this is the first one and they look very clean and sound very sharp, I do like these dualies. Moving on to the number 4 spot, we have the Unstoppable Force. And this is the pickaxe that goes with the cable skin. And it's bulky, I would say. It's big. I'm not typically a fan of big pickaxes, but the Vanquisher is a pickaxe I love just because it's so big. It oversees my expectations for how big a pickaxe should be. And this one, it's not as big, I don't think. I still think the detail in it, it looks and sounds really cool. It sounds like it would freaking hurt. And I love the interactive feature that's on the end of the blade. And it's Cable's pickaxe. And it looks like it's for him. Because he's a bulky skin and a strong man, Josh Brolin, he's played by, you would expect him to hold a big, heavy pickaxe. And this is the perfect one for him. And the first non-dual wield pickaxe on this list. And moving on to the number 3 spot, we have the light knives. And these are some dualies that I like. They're basically kind of like more slimmer ninja versions of the Sky swords, considering the default version is blue, and then you get the shadow version, which is pink. And these ones have 2 head styles, but still, they look really clean. They look very nice, and they have a very satisfying noise. And moving on to the number 2 spot, this was hard between the top 2 because both these pickaxes are awesome. But at the number 2 spot, we have the Psy Blade. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this is the pickaxe that goes with the Psylocke skin. And it looks like it's going to be like the Star Wars Riot Baton pickaxe, where you hold it in one hand. Kind of a mixture between that and a holographic Halo sword. It looks awesome. I cannot wait to get my hand on it. And it sounds really good too. But moving on to the number 1 spot, we have the Regal Floof. And this is just a beautiful pickaxe. It's like the Star Wand pickaxe, but the only reason I don't like the Star Wand is because it's too girly for me. But this one, it's got a different color scheme. It's got more finesse, red, gold, and blue. It just looks and sounds absolutely beautiful. And I need more gold pickaxes in the game. And this is a very, very nice pickaxe. Probably one of my favorite pickaxes of this season, if not my favorite. Alright, now with the pickaxes covered, let's talk about the gliders. And what's cool about this update is normally we only get 1 glider or no gliders, so none that's worth ranking. But since we got 2 here, we can rank them and talk about them. So at the number 2 spot, we have the Flux Flyer. And this glider, it's pretty interesting. I don't think we've had a glider of this shape, this sort of round, cut-out shape. got a very nice color scheme, very cool deploy animation, and it goes with the synth skin. So I do think it's pretty cool. But at the number 1 spot, we have the Psy Rider, and this is Psylocke's glider that's also going to be coming in the new X-Force pack, and it looks amazing. Very unique glider. This could be the same price as a legendary glider, and I could definitely see it's a very one that's kind of simple, that's doesn't get in the way very much, but it looks beautiful, and I cannot wait for it. Even though I don't really buy gliders that much, this is a cool one. Alright, now before we end the video, let's talk about the wraps, because there are only 3. We're not going to rank them, we're just going to talk about. The first one is the Frosty Glow, which, as I'm recording this, is in the item shop now. And I think it's a very nice wrap. It's a blue version of the Borderlands Mayhem wrap. It's got the same art style. It looks really cool. We have the banner wrap, which it's just like the Banner Brigade's wrap. Depending on what banner you're wearing, what color, changes it to it. But at the same time, it looks like it's got it where it just keeps the default style of the gun. It's just kind of like the Dead Wave wrap where you got the animation on the default style of the gun. I think that looks really cool. So first we get the Banner Brigade skins, pickaxe, glider, cape, then a shield, then an emote, and now the wrap. And